Hey everyone, I'm back. I apologize if I have not done a video in a little while. Um, I've been busy getting a lot of things out of my mind. I did make a video. I haven't uploaded it up yet because I'm waiting for the right time. It was a personal situation that I'm dealing with, and I will talk about that. I just need to finish talking to the local news stations and possibly news stations from another state, as well as my lawyers, to find out what I can if I can legally put this up on YouTube and stuff like that. But it's a lot of things I want to take care of first before I post that one video. I've already filmed it. I just haven't uploaded it yet, but I will. I promise. Anyhow, this week I'm going to be talking about the NFL replacement refs and how they have been doing just a crummy job. First game of the year was the Cowboys and Giants, and somehow the Cowboys won a game where they got called for 13 penalties. I do not remember any time that I recall that a team committed 13 penalties in a game and still pulled it out, unless their names was probably the Oakland Raiders. But and I know over the years people criticize officiating in all ways, shapes, and form in every sport. I mean, yes, officials blow calls. Yes, there's no way they don't. They're human. But when you get some junior college and NAIA and Division III officials coming up to the National Football League, it's completely different. Every time I talk to a player who went from high school to college and then makes a transition play in high school football to college football, or even basketball or any sport, or then make the transition from college to pro, everybody says the game's faster. And it's true. You got to easy transition. If you're going to be a high school ref and you want to go up to the college, you got to make your transition up there. If you want to be a National Football League ref, you got to make your transition from Division 1A football to the National Football League. Now, majority of these refs, the normal refs, the ones that not the replacement refs, but replacement refs have real jobs too. But the regular NFL officials have regular day jobs as well. One of the most well-known officials, Ed Hockley, the guy with the big biceps, he's actually a partner in a law firm. He's a lawyer, a trial lawyer. So, he's pretty darn smart, and he's, these guys actually have full-time paying jobs. So being a National Football League ref, they do get paid pretty well. Their travel is paid for. Their hotels are paid for by the league. It's just that these refs just seem to be not missing calls, or they're just blowing calls. It's just they are not prepared. I don't know how these guys can. What was the one preseason game between the Giants and Patriots where the referee couldn't figure out what team committed the penalty and what the penalty was, and all the players on both sides were laughing? But sometimes when I'm talking about criticized refs, one time when I played high school, our quarterback / running back ran up the middle, ran like 60 yards for a touchdown. I played defense, and I was on the sideline, and I actually heard the side judge go, "Hey, that can't happen," threw the flag. He actually said, "Hey, that can't happen," threw the flag, went up to his head official, and actually said this. Some of the guys told me that the ref said this: "Holding on, eeny, meeny, miny, mo." They literally did eeny, meeny, miny, mo to pick which guy was holding. Oh, you should see my coach just take his headset off and just throw it and just went ape shit. But I'm just sorry. The NFL, you got to get together. Matthias Kiwanuka of the New York Giants said before too long somebody's going to get seriously hurt. Somebody is seriously going to get hurt from the refs missing something. I mean, they're messing up calls left and right. What was the game? Green Bay, San Francisco. Cobb ran the touchdown back for Green Bay, and there was a hit in the back. Excuse me, just 1 minute. That's why this show's great. That's why this show's great. I dropped my glasses. That's why this show's great. It's unscripted and unedited. Well, there was a hit in the back. Well, Joe Buck and Troy Aikman thought it was this hit in the back on this one play, but then the ref said it wasn't a hit in the back, and then they looked at the replay again. There was another hit in the back that was blatant, and the ref completely missed both of them, and the touchdown stood. Now, if you were a Packers fan, yeah, you'd like the touchdown, but you want the game called fairly. You don't want a bad call to dictate the outcome of a game. You don't want a bad call to, in any sport, you don't want a bad call to dictate the outcome of a game, especially a playoff game or a championship game, because those linger on forever. Those are the ones that people remember the most, are the ones in playoff games, in championship games. If any of these refs were to referee a Super Bowl, there's no telling what the outcome of that Super Bowl could be. It could actually be determined on a blown call. And that's all. I never want to see a game where a blown call determined the outcome of the game. I literally cannot take that. It's just that the NFL and these officials need to get together and get things right. It's like the National Hockey League as well. Okay, the players are making a bunch of money. There's a lot of parity in the NHL now. Anybody can come out of nowhere the next year and win it. There's a lot of balance in the NHL now. You still got teams that do really well year in, year out, but it's a lot open. I like how the National Football League is a lot more open, because there's always teams that seem to miss the playoffs the year before. I mean, completely missed the playoffs the year before, when the top 10 in the draft, and all of a sudden, boom, they're in the playoffs big time. You know, like the 49ers, who had not been in the playoffs in about almost 10 years last year, and then they went 13-3, made the NFC title game, and they're off to a great start this year. Or like way back over 10 years ago when the Rams were 3-13. Next year they win the Super Bowl. Love how hockey is, because we've had a different champion every year. We have not had one team win 2 titles since when the NHL canceled the lockout. Since it's been back, we have not had a back-to-back champion since 97-98 in the NHL. And the only team that's won the Stanley Cup more than once since 1999 has been Detroit, and they won it twice. Because if you go, since 1999, the only team that's won it twice has been Detroit, because you had Dallas. No, I take that back. New Jersey has as well. You've had 2 teams win it twice since 1999. My apologies. I just realized it. So you've had only 2 teams win the Stanley Cup twice since 1999. Dallas, New Jersey, Colorado, Detroit, New Jersey, Tampa, Carolina, Anaheim, Detroit, Pittsburgh, Chicago, Boston, and Los Angeles. 11 champions in the last 13. 11 different teams have won the Stanley Cup in the last 13 years. 11 different teams have won the Stanley Cup in the last 13 years. That's parity for you. That's parity. And I'm not going to count how many were in the finals if you want to count that. But, yeah, and that's a really good thing, that parity's in the NHL. It's just the owners and the players need to reach an agreement. Also, somehow, some way, I think the owners need to kick Barry. Every hockey fan will agree with me that Gary Bettman's got to go. I think Donald Fear, the head of the Players Union, has got to go. I've hated him since 1994 when he helped the baseball players strike. Pumpkinhead needs to go. You know, there's no reason for that. There's no need for these guys to strike or be on lockout. No need. So anyhow, the replacement refs are doing a terrible job, I think. You know, it's not that hard. I could call a game better than them. Yes, I actually could. You know, it's just, when you have so many penalties being called, it stretches the games out longer, and I don't like that. Same thing with the NHL. They need to get together and come up with an agreement. The owners, you're making a bunch of money. You're just stiff-arming the play. The players are making plenty of money, but it seems like I guess the players being stiff-armed. Both sides are at fault anyway. I'm not going to pick sides, but both sides are at fault. Just come to an agreement. Same thing with the refs in the league. Come to an agreement. Get rid of these replacement refs. Anyhow, if you like what you see, give me a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe. I promise I will get to that other video later, okay? You guys have a great day. Tell me what you think about replacement refs. Do you like them? Do you want the regular refs back? Also, with the NHL lockout, whose side are you on? Owners, player, or neither? And bonus question, will there be an NHL season? If there is, will it be a full season, a half a season, or no season? So leave the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.